Hello everyone. In this session we will be talking about Vlookup. Some of you may have already used the basics of Vlookup or may have seen someone used it in their work files. Now before I get inside the formula parameters, how to use Vlookup, I think one of the most important parts before we discuss all these is to understand why Vlookup, where do you use Vlookup, and then talking about how to use Vlookup would make sense. So I'm taking the help of my friend to make ourselves understand Vlookup better. My friend, a bat who has got eyes. So this is not a blind bat, he can see. Okay. Now he looks at an employee ID and he's very interested in this particular employee and he wants to find out who this employee is. Now just looking at employee ID would not give me the name, so just to help him out I'm giving him a database. That database contains the employee ID codes, besides which the names are also mentioned. So for example, the person who holds this employee ID is called Evans. So all hypothetical names. For example, this guy, employee ID with ending with 333, this is stuck out here, Hopspatsy. Unlucky day for him. Okay, now how would he look for this particular name? Normally, if let's say if you forget all the formula, he would look at this number, try to look for the similar number one by one in the database. Once he finds that, he stops there, and corresponding to that, whatever names exist, he would just copy it and paste it out here. That's easy if you have database that's very small or if you have plenty of time. But what if you may be asked to get a list of many other employee IDs for which you want to find the name? Clearly, this may not be a practical approach. So I'm going to equip my friend Bat, who can see, with a formula called Vlookup, through which he'll be able to locate any name with the same formula by just looking at the employee ID. Let's talk about Vlookup now. Now, why Vlookup? Because I am going to look for a particular number, a particular character which is common to the database. Once I'm able to locate the same number or the ID code, I'll be looking for the next level of information, which is in this case name. So let me begin by writing VL. Now, as we discussed in the last few sessions, I can use a tab key to complete the entire formula. Something new in 2007. Now for a moment, let's just devote some time to read the formula parameters. Lookup value, table array, column index number, and lastly range lookup. I'll talk about them one by one. So first things first, this bat who has got eyes, he needs to look for what he is trying to find. He wants to find the details of employee ID, so that becomes my lookup value. Okay. The moment I press a comma, the hints that gets highlighted is called table array. Now he will look for this number in this table array. Array means a set of data. So an array, a set of data arranged in a table, can easily be quoted as table array. Okay. So I am pressing a comma once this is chosen. So I've chosen the lookup value, one value. I have chosen the table array. Now once Vlookup is able to locate that number, what is the next step that I want to ask? I want to get the name. Now the name is there in second column. Second column of what? Second column of the table array that we have chosen. Since we have chosen only two columns in a table array, I can write column index 1, but column index 1 is referring to this first column. I want to derive the answer from second column. So let me type in 2. This parameter column index number doesn't take anything less or more than a digit number. So as of now, I'm just putting a 2, not more, not less, comma. Now his eyes are very sharp, so he would be very much interested only in the exact match. Nothing approximately, all exact match. So let me close the brackets, Hopspatsy, and just to test it if our formula works, If I just copy one of the random numbers, employee ID, yep, let me do that for Walker. Copy, escape. Let me get inside it and paste the revised employee ID, enter. My friend is very happy because next time he doesn't have to look one at a time. All he needs to do is just change the employee ID or type in the employee ID. So that was VLOOKUP. He looks for a particular value in a database precisely in the first column of the database, and once it is located, then get me the next level of information, which could be in the second column, could be in the third column as well. So we'll do more examples based on this.